25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jackson now. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 84 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Here we go, set, 60 or.
On the ground, Michel. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the...
Under a heavy rush, position, down he goes. Dante Hightower. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You don't want this.
Tight dog. Check 37. Let it go.
Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Hey, Mike 20. Bandit.
Hey, check 24.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. John Simon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Edelman set to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the safety creep. Blue draw Corkers. They go.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. Got a man open, that's Harry. A wide receiver was a big need for the Patriots coming into the season, and they found something they really liked in N'Keal Harry. They took the 21-year-old with a final pick in the 1st round, and it's actually kind of interesting. Since 2000, the Patriots were the only team to not draft a receiver in the 1st round until nabbing Harry just before the order rolled over to round 2. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Patriots.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On the ground is Michel, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Break. 48 Mike. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 43. Yep. Motion. Bravo. Get it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Osweiler. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
To throw again, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't hurry up. They cannot.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
218, chop.
Again, it's Michel. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. On 2nd and 9, Jackson, he'll buy some time right. He'll run it and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Ingram again, a first down carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Michelle. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubtly believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Check out, read. 6-6, pull it high, get it.
And it's Michelle once again. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
Here we go on 4th down with Osweiler. And that's complete. It's Watson. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back now in Baltimore. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle, and he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Osweiler. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the run.
50. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Osweiler. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Osweiler now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Watch twist.
Now. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Osweiler escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Hill on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get... And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to flash together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Call a no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. New England on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play action. Now Osweiler. Catch is made by Harry. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Go.
Now it's Osweiler. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Push him back. Push him back. 51, Mike. Mike's 51. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Switch up. Mike.
Jackson. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now it's Osweiler. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he... And from their own end zone, it's a fake, and he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, get along. West. Short. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the run.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Shalik Calhoun in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. One last shot for Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England